Hey everyone, happy Friday, happy 4th of July. It's 4th of July weekend. And today I am working on a 2014 Toyota Camry. This video is for all our DIYers and mechanics that do side work. I do a lot of side work. I've been in the field for 25 years and I still do work at home. I enjoy it. I enjoy helping people. So this one's gonna be for the folks that have issues with evaporative emissions on Toyotas. A lot of the stuff is very common, but I ran into one that's not common. The codes that originally came with this car, it's a 2014 Toyota Camry LE, 2.5 4-cylinder. The codes were P043E, P043F, P2401, P2402. Very common codes for the evaporative emissions leak detection pump. And what I did is I hooked up my scanner to the car and I performed a EVAP test, ran the pump wouldn't actuate, pump is bad. And that is a very common problem with these cars. So I call the customer and I tell them, hey, we need a new EVAP canister. We got to change it out. It's bad. I did the test and they were more than glad to do the repair, but they wanted to supply their own parts. Not a problem. I'm okay with that. So the customer purchased the parts from our local Napa store, and I probably should have had him replace it with a Toyota part. That was problem number one. They picked up the part from Napa, I installed it, and I like to double check my work, so I ran another EVAP test after I plugged it in, finished the repair, and the test failed. All the codes that I had previously were gone, cleared, but I have a new code now. The new code is a P2420, which is for the evaporative emissions vent valve circuit. And everything that I've read, all the flow charts for the repair, states that there is an internal issue with the vent valve. I pulled the diagram for it. I did all my tests. I pulled the new installed EVAP canister out, and I went back to the connector to make sure that I do have power with key ignition on, and then I check to see if I have a signal from the ECM to turn the valve on and off. Ran my bidirectional test with the scanner, turned it on. I have power, I have 12 volts, but I wasn't 100% sure if the circuit itself was good. You know, testing with a voltmeter, you could have 12 volts all day long, but we don't know if it could carry a load. So put a test light on it to make sure I could carry a load on that circuit. Everything's good. So I know now that everything on my side of the car up to the canister is good. Had called the customer and have him get another canister because I'm thinking, well, this maybe this canister, it's aftermarket, it might be bad. They went through, had the canister exchanged, and at that point I did a little more research and started doing some digging. And it turns out that Toyota made two different emissions systems for these vehicles. One was the federal, which is what I thought this vehicle was because it's a US built vehicle. The other is a California emissions system. And I guess it makes a big difference. So now we have this problem of we purchased the wrong one. I talked to the manager at the store. They were really good about making sure that the customer was taken care of. Paid the difference for the other canister, installed it, and now, no check engine light. Did my EVAP test, everything passed. Everything is good. So, a little bit of information that I'm hoping someday will help someone. Check your emissions decals on the hoods. Because you might have a California emissions vehicle, you don't even know it. I didn't know because the two canisters side by side looked identical. You can't tell by the part. You physically have to open up the hood and check to see if it has California emissions. Even on the scanner, my snap-on scanner would not tell me that this is a California emissions vehicle. So this is all good information to have before you start replacing parts. This job itself was supposed to be something pretty simple. Canister is not a easy one to get out on this car because you do have to drop the rear suspension or the fuel tank, but it's manageable. It can be done. And it bit me in the butt. So anyone out there doing any kind of Toyota repairs, check your VIN, check your emissions decals. Make sure you have all the proper stuff, because you can be going round and round and round thinking you did or diagnosed this vehicle wrong, and you didn't. It's the part. So if you want to save yourself a lot of time and trouble, just get it from the dealer, because they'll have the right part for you every single time. Take care. Thanks.